Hello, this video is on libertarianism versus fascism. Um, what I have against, I used to be a libertarian. What I have against libertarianism is, to me at least, libertarianism is a concept that I consider, how should I put this? Libertarianism, my main argument with libertarianism, there's plenty of others, is that they believe that everyone who collects a certain amount of money should keep that money. So if you're rich, you shouldn't have to pay any particular tax. That you should have the same tax as anyone else. Now my issue with that is, how the hell are you supposed to maintain freedoms if you don't even have economic freedom? You see, if you live in a society where you have rich people, and they no longer, and they don't pay any fucking taxes ever, how in the fuck are you supposed to, um, I guess, spread freedom when you can't even spread wealth? They say you're not supposed to spread the wealth. I don't just say spreading wealth, you're spreading freedom because you're spreading economic freedom. See, you might say, okay, we're putting society over the individual, and that is what we're doing. So on that level, I would agree. Fuck individual freedoms. But what we're doing is we're spreading the economic freedom. So we're not just spreading the wealth, we're spreading the freedom. Because if you have more wealth, you have more freedom to do more things. And I think that if you're, the way we look at it in the wolf pack mentality, you're a community, you spread your wealth to that community because you are a part of that fucking community. You see what I'm saying? So my problem with libertarianism is, you say you don't believe in socialism, but that's like saying you don't believe in middle class. So the United States is or used to be a middle class nation. So how the hell you can keep a middle class if you don't let rich pay anything extra in taxes? So I understand that we need taxes, but you need that taxes for a particular person. You see what I'm saying? So if you're gonna take taxes, you should take it from the people who have the money to pay that tax. So if you don't have the people, if you don't take the money from the people who have the money to pay that fucking tax, then like you gotta have this money to pay this tax. So you should take it from the people who pay that tax. And you say, well, you're punishing the rich. That's not punishing the rich. It's taking the poor people. They don't have the money to pay that tax. So you take what money they do have, and they're broke. You still don't have the money, all the money you needed. And if you take it and they don't have enough, and you put them in jail, well, guess what? They're in jail now and they're suffering, but you still don't have enough money to pay that. The only reason you don't have enough money to pay that fucking tax is if you tax the rich, because they have enough fucking money to pay that tax. Without the money from the rich, you cannot pay that tax. You do not, and without taxes, you need taxes. Because without taxes, you don't have enough money to pay for hospitals, schooling, and everything else that you people seem to care so much about. I think you say, well, you're punishing the rich. Okay, well, let's look at this. If you're punishing the rich, well, the rich still has enough to, the man is still rich. And in addition to that, he might have lost some money, but guess what? He's still rich. He's not broke or anything. And the poor man, the middle class, they still have school. They have better schools. They have health care. They can do more things. They're happier. They're better off. As opposed to the man who might be richer, but he's already rich. Why should we help this man even more than what he's already been helped? When you became rich, yeah, true. But what society allowed you to become rich in? What society maybe even helped you become rich? What people did you become rich on the back of? That was the poor man. That was the middle class man. We should support the working class in this country. Another problem I have with libertarianism is that you say anything should be legal. That a lot of people think cocaine should be legal for an example. My problem with making cocaine legal in this country, how are you going to make cocaine legal in this country, right? When or crack cocaine even, and you know how crack cocaine were in so many people's lives, especially in inner city communities back in the 80s or the 90s. And then you got the meth's killing the kids. I think anyone, and this is fascism, anyone caught dealing meth in this country, all they need is a bullet in the back of their head. I mean, you can tell them I said this, but they do need that because the meth is killing the youth, especially white youth, but the youth of this country is killing them. Crack cocaine, methamphetamine, we don't need that to be legal in this country. We don't need that. You see what I'm saying? Um, it's also saying marijuana is okay. Marijuana, we've never had one overdose or anything else, but I don't want to get off on that. The way that I look at it is fascism provides order. That's what all fascism means. The symbol of fascism is an eagle with an arrow and with an olive branch. This is an olive branch, to give peace, an arrow for war. And it's an eagle showing high. The most free country you're going to have, in my opinion, is a perfect fascist country. I don't think Hitler ever did fascism correctly, but if he did, we would have something better. Hitler, I don't like Hitler. I don't even like Mussolini. Hell, I don't even like Saddam. I don't like any of these people. The only person I really like is Oswald Mosley. If you look up on Oswald Mosley, you'll see what I'm saying. But that's not important. The way that I look at it is we need socialist economic policies is what fascism provides is the economic incentive. In other words, it provides a need for self-preservation and for struggle. It makes you want to get that money. It provides the same, it makes you want to get money. It makes you want to work for that money the same as capitalism does. So it pertains what capitalism has, but it provides basic needs the same as socialism does. So what you have is socialism, capitalism combined. So you have a basis to become rich yourself. It's to where with capitalism the rich get richer and no one ever does anything. What capitalism does is it takes you to the end of the world. It takes you from the start to the end of the world. It makes you filthy rich. It can do great things for you. But once you get to a certain point, you can't go any farther. Where are you going to go when you're at the edge of the world? Over the edge? No, no, no. See, socialism preserves you, and fascism is socialist. It is a form of socialism, in my opinion. It's the third position. Hitler may have been an asshole, but he has some things right. Economically, he was a smart man. Germany, if you look back at it, he went from a third world country to a middle class country overnight when he was in power. You see what I'm saying? So that's my opinion, but fascism provides order and it provides economic incentives to become better. It provides basic necessities. It helps the poor. It maintains a middle class, and it doesn't really even hurt rich people. So it's not really a preservation. So I started out as a libertarian, but I looked into fascist thought and fascism, and I am now a fascist. I think fascism is a better ideology. That's my basic opinion. So, peace 666, hello Satan.